Hello everyone, I am Nikhil. I am from Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering. Today I would like to explain the course is Software Engineering and Project Management, and course code is 21CS61. Today we have discussed about the introduction to planning and modeling principles. And Planning and modeling are essential for the tools in the project management that provides in their structured approach to visualizing, analyzing, and optimizing the complex process and the systems. These principles can help you to the project teams that align the objects and identify the potential risks and make the informed decision throughout the project lifetime. Definitions of the planning and the modeling. Planning means the act of the establishing the goals that can objectives and strategies to guide the executions of the project that can initiative. And modeling is the process that can be creating the abstract representations of a system that can process or a concept to better understanding its situation and behavior to interactions. The next we are going to the advantages of the plannings and the modelings. First we are more on to the improved discussion making. The planning and the modeling that can be provided a structured framework for analyzing and optimizing and making improve for the decision that leading to the more efficient project outcomes. And the next is risk management. In this, we can identify the potential issues and challenges that can be approved by the upfront of the plannings and modelings to enabling the teams to proactively that address risks and minimizing the impact. The next we have more to the enhancing the communication. The visual representations of creating through a planning and the modeling facility that can be cleared by communications and alignment among the project stakeholders. Next, more to the disadvantages of planning and modeling. First, we have more to the time consuming, and the process of the planning and the modeling can be time intensive. That can especially for the large complex projects to potentially delaying project executions. And the next we have more to the inflexibility. The overall that can rigid adherence to plans and models that can be limited the ability to adapt their changes that can be circumstances that can be reducing the project ability. Next we have more to the data limitations. In this we have quality and accuracy of the planning and the modeling that can be outputs can be detected and availability and the reliability of the input data which may do incomplete or the data inspections. And the next we have on to the importance of the planning and the modeling in the project management. And in this there are three steps. First one is alignment, and the next one is the monitoring and control. The next one is optimizing. Alignment means we can planning and modeling helps to align the project aims and the stakeholders that can be resources around the common goals and objectives. And the monitoring and control means establishing the plans and models that can be survey baselines for the tracking the progress that can be identify the deviations and implementations of the corrective actions. The next we have more to the optimization by the modeling and stimulating that can be different scenarios that project managers can optimize the resource allocations that can be timelines and budgets. The next we have more to the examples for the planning and the modeling in the software development. The requirements gathering for the defining the functions and the non-functions requirements for the software system. And the next one is the software design. Then modeling the software architecture components and the interfaces and the development software. The implementations of the software that can be based on the establishing the plannings and models and testing and validations. These are the examples for the planning and the modeling in software engineering. Next, we have more to the iterative and incremental approach to planning and modeling. First, we have three steps. The first one is the initial planning, and the next one is a incremental refinement, And the next one is a continuous improvement. In initial planning, the establishment of the initial plan and models that can be based on the project scope and requirements. And the next one is the incremental refinement. In this, the requirements are reviewed by then updating the plans that can models by creating as a project and the progress and informed the information becomes available. The next one is a continuous improvement by incorporating the lessons learned by the basic practices that can be enhanced the planning and modeling process over time. The next we have more to the stakeholders that can be involved in the planning and the model. They are involved in the stakeholders group and they are contributing the planning and the model. And the next one is the project managers. They are the planning the modeling process that can be ensured that alignment projects goals and objectives. The next one is the subject matter experts. In this, they can domain specific knowledge and insights of the enhance that can accuracy and relevance of the models and the plans. And the next one is the end users. They can give the feedback and validations or plans and the models to ensure the meet to needs to target audience. The next one is the executive sponsors. The different challenges in these effective implementations of the planning and models, the complexity management and change resistance, data availability and the quality, communication and elaborations. These are the effective implementations of the plannings and the modeling. Let's move on to the conclusion of this topic. The planning and the modeling are essential tools that can be the project management that can providing the structured approach that can be visualizing, analyzing, and optimizing the complex process and systems. By understanding the advantages, disadvantages, and practice organization and can be effectively leverages these principles to drive the successful project outcomes. So thank you for watching this video.